It's the Sony CyberShot DSCWX1, and Sony says it's going beyond typical point-and-shoot digital cameras. Well, we'll see about that when we get back. It's the Sony CyberShot DSCWX1. It's point-and-shoot camera, but is it more? Well, we'll have to see about that. Sony says that it goes beyond. This camera goes beyond typical point-and-shoot cameras. So let me tell you a little bit about it. First of all, it's a 10.2 megapixel camera. You have a 5x optical zoom, 2.7-inch LCD screen around back, and that actually has 230K pixels. 11 megs of internal storage, so you're going to want to get a MS Duo or an MS Pro card to make sure that you have all the storage you need. Also, this comes equipped with the Exmor R. It's a CMOS sensor, and it's going to give you better performance than ever before. It's a high quality sensor. Also, 720p HD video, 24mm lens, and take a look at this lens right here. You see this G? Sony G lenses typically come on DSLR cameras, so you have a high quality lens right here on this point and shoot. Also, you have twilight mode, and what twilight mode does, it's great for low light. It's going to capture 6 images and combine them into one. So even if you have poor lighting conditions, that shouldn't be a problem. You will be able to get the shot you need with twilight mode. It's a new feature. Also, sweep panorama mode. It's making stitching your photos that much easier. You're going to get shots of up to 256 degrees. I tried out their panorama mode, and it's actually one of the easiest I've ever used. I was pretty impressed. Also, high-speed shooting at 10 frames per second, ISO 3200, optical image stabilization, so when you are shooting and your hands are shaking, you shouldn't get too much of a blur with this optical image stabilization. Also, face detection for up to 8 people. And face detection is automatically going to adjust the focus and the exposure to make sure that everybody comes out nice and clear. In playback mode, you have some cool features. You can put together a slideshow with music, and the music is preloaded on this camera, but you can also add your own. Lots of in-camera retouching tools, and last but not least, you can hook this camera up to your Sony HD TV and watch all your pictures and your HD movies on your flat screen. All right, so I think it's time for the tour. Let's get to the 360. All right, let's start by powering on. Your power button is right up top right here. You have your shutter release, and then your high-speed shooting button. You have a dedicated button right here, which is pretty cool. Let's turn on over. 2.7-inch LCD screen, and notice this camera is really compact. It's really lightweight, and it's perfect if you're not looking for anything too bulky. Turning around back, you'll also see right here you have your tripod mount. You also have a port right here to hook up to your TV or your computer, and open up this latch. You have your rechargeable battery, and right here is for your MS Duo or your MS Pro card to make sure that you have plenty of storage. All right, so let's continue with our tour. We have our wide and our tight for our zoom. Again, 5x optical zoom. Moving down below, you have all your mode selections. Right now we're in P for program mode, but you can easily switch to sweep panorama. Also, you have your movie mode where you can shoot HD movies. Your scene mode, and you have all the typical scenes here, everything from fireworks, food. You have your soft snap if you want to shoot your subject with a soft background, get all artsy-fartsy. Also, you have your landscape mode, your twilight portrait. We were talking about twilight mode earlier. It's going to help you get quality shots by combining 6 different images. You also have snow mode. There's your fireworks again, and your underwater mode, so you can make sure to get to those natural colors. All right, so that's your scene mode. Let's go and see what else we have here. Your handheld twilight, so even when you're shooting in low light, you're not going to need a tripod. Make sure that you get less blur and less noise. Okay, right here is your anti-motion blur, also known as optical image stabilization, to make sure that, you know, if you have shaky hands, your images are still going to come out nice looking. We have easy mode, so when you just don't want to think about settings, you just want to take the picture, make sure you're on easy mode. And also, right here, this is intelligent auto adjustment. Look at these fancy names. iAuto mode, which basically is going to determine the best setting for your shot based on a bunch of predefined settings, and just make sure that your shots come out the best they possibly can. Alright, so moving down below, right here you have your playback, you have your display, your flash, your self-timer, and right here is your smile shot. So when you're in smile shot, you just hold the camera out and smile. Let's try it now. And the camera automatically takes the picture. Look at that smile shot. It worked flawlessly. That's amazing. Alright, so let's turn smile shot off. And let's go into P mode and just show you what the menu looks like when you're in the menu. From here, you can change your image size, turn on your burst shooting if you want to never miss a shot and take multiple shots all at once. Great for sporting events. Here you have your exposure, your ISO, and check it out, ISO 3200. You also have your white balance, your focus area, your metering mode, your bracket settings. Here's your smile detection sensitivity. It works pretty good on normal smile. Also, your face detection, and this is pretty cool. Okay, so you have face detection on, off, and auto, and like, look at this. Child priority and adult priority. Getting fancy. Right here, this is DRO. This is to help recover detail lost in shadow areas if your lighting conditions aren't the best. Also, you have your red eye reduction, your steady shot on and off in auto, and last but not least, your settings. So there you have it. This, again, is the Sony CyberShot. This is the DSCWX1 point-and-shoot camera, but hey, it's got some new features that I've never seen before, and I'm really digging that they're putting the Sony, the G lens on here. It's a quality lens that, again, they put on a lot of their DSLRs. So check this camera out. I'm Sam, and we'll see you next time. For more information on the Sony CyberShot DSCWX1, just visit com.puter.tv and type in Sony CyberShot DSCWX1 into the search box. For Computer TV, I'm Sam.